Come on in, my friends, my creative friends. Come on in for another crochet chat. I'm Deborah, and I'm the hands behind Taylor's Yarn Creations. And so today we are having storms. So right now it is thundering, but the rain hasn't officially got here yet. I'm just hoping that I can get through this live without actually. Oh my gosh, is that the garage? I don't know if you can hear that or not, but I'm hoping that I can get through this live without any interruption, any major interruptions. So tonight, I put down the little shirt I was working on. Hey there, Sammy. I'm going to be using this yarn. It's a beautiful royal blue. It's thundering here. It is thundering. So I'm hoping that I don't lose any power, any electricity, that the storms will just go ahead and let it rain. And if it doesn't, then if I just happen to disappear, if I can come back, I will. But if I don't come back after, say, like 5 minutes, because sometimes the StreamYard that I'm using will pop back on. But if I can't get back on, if I disappear and you don't see me come back on, then you know that something crazy has happened here. Something out of my control. But yeah, it's like that in the city. But this is really, I don't know, even know if you can see how pretty blue this is. But it's like a tiger blue. And so here in the area, they are known for Mississippi State. It's going, I put that aside. You know how crocheters do. We put it aside. So I want to do something a little different today, but I am still working on it. All this week, I haven't really worked on it very much, but I'm going to do like a little wallet, and I'm using this business card as a sample for the sizing of it. Because what I learned is that people that go to the Tigers games and stuff like that, they can only carry certain size bags, and that one bag that I sold this color went because there was something that they could take into the sports. So let's start with something new. You know how we are. We as crocheters, we never stay with the same project. Especially if it's taking too long. Yeah, that's how it works. What are you studying? You're going to say that all school year, I will not be defeated. You sit in the front of the classroom and you say, teacher, I will not be defeated. There's nothing you can do. Oh, you're in middle school. You got to go to school. You got to go to school. Sammy got to go to school. Sammy got to go to school. I've been there. Those are the best years, though. So enjoy them. Truthfully, enjoy them. enjoy your school, because one day you're going to get out and yeah, you're going to get out. You have to do, yeah. Uh-oh. So you have to go do the laundry too, huh? Well, you got your hands full. But I think I'm going to make this, and I'm going to make it kind of, I'm going to make it almost like for a cell phone. So this is my cell phone. It looks crazy from the back, but it has this little thing. I have to hang it so I won't lose it. That thing is a lifesaver. So you get and you study hard too. Don't I'm telling you, that's the best years is when you're in school. The best times. You don't think about it. Sometimes you think, oh, I just can't wait to get out. I can't wait to get out. And you get out and it's nothing like you think. Nothing. I'm counting now. About 6. Hello, how are you? Where are you from, Panda? What state are you in? And what are you working on? Texas. Oh, come on in, Texas. Michael was here from Texas last week. I was saying I've been through Texas. The good old state of Texas. They don't play in Texas at all. Don't mess with Texas. I lived in Arizona for about a semester when I was going to when I was in college. I went to the Tucson, University of Arizona. I loved it out there. The heat, I just stayed inside. Oh, I bet you're so cute. Yes, okay. Michael is my friend. Because he knows he's so creative. I saw some of his work. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, he is really fancy up there. I watched a couple of his YouTube channels, videos, and it was like Tunisian stitch. He does a great job with it. Yes, I believe it. Yes, he seems like it too. So I'm just starting on like I'm gonna try to do like maybe like a long enough to be like a little crochet. It'll be big enough to put a cell phone in it, maybe some other stuff, but not too big. I found these little, I don't know where I found it. It may have been at a store. You know how we pick up stuff. It may have been at a store. I don't think it was online. I got 2 of them. I think at the time I was making wallets, and I made a wallet, but this yarn, it's not really nylon. It's like silky, but it's real strong. It doesn't even have colors on the back. It just says it's made in China. If I ever want it again, I don't know where I got it from. And it's like a tiger. It's a really rich royal blue. I didn't realize I have to, in about a couple months, we have our arts and crafts festival starts up for the holidays. And so I'm trying to prep a little bit, make myself something, but at the same time, just also prepping for other things as well. So we'll see. I don't want to miss out this time. One thing I do know, I need to increase my prices. I've been selling myself very short. The last event I went to was this summer, and I don't have them now, but they're little octos. I made them out of Dollar Tree yarn. They were about that big, and I put a little key ring on it, and I sold them for $1. And the little boy next to me, his dad was selling like home decor, like welcome signs that you put in the front. And here he comes back with this little tiny little fish. I promise you it's about that big. Little fish. He said, look, I got this for $9. And look at your thing, $1. And he said, but the little fish is $9. And this was what I felt like that big. I said, okay, you're telling me something. And then the little girl had like it might have been a key ring with a little bow on it. She paid $12 for this. And look, the little bunny you sold me was for $5. We sell ourselves short. I said, okay, I got the message. I got the message. I got the message. I sold this bunny for $5, trying to get rid of it. Sometimes we think we go to these events and maybe we think people are not going to pay the prices that we sell it for. But if they want it, they're going to pay the price. We just need to put our prices on there, and don't worry if the right seller and the right buyer, I should say, will come along. Because after that incident, I was like, oh, not anymore. I'm going to be making sure. It was, I promise you, Panda, it was that big. Sammy, it was that big. Her sister, Panda. Oh, this is her sister, Sammy. Oh, okay, Sammy, your sister's name. Can you put your Rylan? Yes, they're pricing. Especially that Tunisian is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. You really should sell it for what it's worth, because that looks almost like knitting. And trust me, the right person would just have to come along. But I know, for example, I can't sell something that takes me a half an hour or an hour. And it really isn't, maybe I used the wrong kind of yarn or something. Some people say, oh, my price is $20 an hour plus the supplies. Well, if you make something, say like a little bear, I make a little bear, and the little bear takes me an hour to make. And the materials cost $5, $6. Maybe I can sell that bear for that much. But the bear is like this big. I probably be to just sell. I need to sell it. Yes, I think you really should price it properly. Because like I say, it just depends on what area. Like if you set up I set up at a community center. It was, won't do that again. They all knew each other. It was like a little military town. They all knew each other. They barely wanted to pay the $1 for the little things I did make. Oh, they snatched those. No, they did. They snatched those up real fast. But I didn't really get a lot of sales. Sometimes the local churches have these events, and I'll set up there. But even then, you have to be careful, because sometimes people will pay and sometimes they won't. But you just have to price it. I was at one event. They say they do really well. This lady, she had like a bunch of scrap yarn. Just all kinds. Look, I'm just picking up something. She had scrap yarn. She made this bear, different colors, out of scrap yarn. Hi, Tammy, welcome back. And that scrap yarn, she sold that bear for $70. Somebody was looking at it, and she was looking at it and looking at it and looking at it. And I think she wanted it, but she wasn't going to pay that $70. When she found out it was $70, that lady, she ran away from that table so fast. Yeah, I would do like a small, medium, small price, like things you sell for $5. Something, don't do $1 like I did. That was the only reason why I did it for $1 is because the yarn I got was from the Dollar Tree, and it was $1.25 for the yarn, and I made about 5 octos out of that one skein of yarn. So my sales price, my pricing margin was like probably 25 cents for the yarn, and then the key ring maybe 50 cents at most. Of course, I didn't factor in my time, but $1, it took me maybe 10-15 minutes to make the house. So $1 was a fair price, but it really probably could have been more. The yarn, hang in there if it X up my internet, the storms and everything. If the yarn at the Dollar Tree is not the best. So I don't even feel comfortable trying to sell somebody something that's pricey, knowing I paid $1.25 for the yarn. I'm just not. I'm not gonna do that because my name has to stand behind it. What have I been up to lately? Well, let's see, Sammy. I have been trying to play catch up. I didn't work any on my little I've been working on this like oversized shirt. So I haven't done anything with that. I've been trying to get my little self together for the event. No, it isn't. But you still have to kind of like another thing I'm not going to do, Panda, is I'm not going to. I did bartering too. I made this crochet handbag made out of, it was a really solid bottom with a crossover body bag that you could take the handle off if you wanted, and it kind of went over. And I exchanged it, did a bartering thing where the lady gave me this really cute necklace and I gave her the bag in exchange. I'm not doing that again because that bag I probably could have sold even at a boutique for more than what that necklace was worth. No disrespect to her. Sometimes we just don't value ourselves. We have to learn how to appreciate who we are as crocheters. We bring something unique to the world. To the world, we bring something unique. Our items are handmade. You cannot, when it comes to crochet, you can't duplicate it on a machine. You can't. So it's handcrafted. Hi, Michael. Hey. Woohoo. We're here today making something different. I'm using this yarn. I don't know. I guess the bag, I might put, I don't want to do a tighter stitch, but I guess I could for maybe like a little cell phone holder. This is kind of big. Bigger than a cell phone holder, but that's okay. I could take it down. I don't want to take it down, but I can see through it, and I don't want to. I don't want to. Don't you hate this? I don't want. When it comes to this, I don't want to. I don't want to put a lining on it. So guess what? Let's frog it. Let's frog it. I could. Well, let's see. It's kind of thick. It will be cute. But I wanted to make a wallet because I only have like this much. I'm going to frog it. Let's just frog it. Let's frog it. I'm going to take it all the way down to like the first stitch is single crochet. I'm just going to go ahead and do single. I did. I think the single crochet stitches, before I get too far, doesn't have as much holes in it. So I am not putting a lining in it. I don't know how to sew. I would have to hand sew it. It's like I have a purse that I hand sewed and it hasn't sold yet to anyone, but I think I'm selling myself short because I have it priced at $60. But I need to put that bag needs to go. No. I'm gonna see if I can find it on my Instagram. But that bag needs to go. No. I'm selling myself short because I had to hand sew that little liner. And you know how it is when you were already handcrafting. You said, what do I mean? Oh. You blankets and wraps. I know. I think that's why I like the amigurumi stuff because I can get through it quick. I'll do hats like that one over there. And I'll do sometimes, I'll see if I have anything. I made this my own pattern of a Grinch. And he comes with a hat, but I didn't make this one, didn't have a hat. I made my own pattern for this one. He's a tea light. And I'm feeling kind of grinchy. Yeah. See, he comes with this little tea light. I had to cut the light out. Let's cut the light out. Isn't it? You're a mean one. But the one on my Etsy shop, this is something I decided to design because I like the Grinch. He makes me happy. The Grinch makes me happy because there's no Christmas for anyone. Thank you. Christmas is over. But I do have the pattern on my Etsy shop. Christmas is over because I was like, no one gets Christmas this year. I made this for my niece. I found the pattern and I made that for her. She likes that little thing. These kids, these youngins, they're in their own world. Come on, internet. You know what? I think, see, my phone is on AT&T. My wireless service is on Comcast. And I think AT&T, right when they think that the bill is about due, they start slowing down your data. Yes, they are, especially when she was born, and she'll be 17 next year. But I call her my little mama because she's kind of short, but she is in her own. I made also for, I was in the tea lights. I made a little St. Patrick's Day hat. People like this hat, but they haven't bought it. You got to find the right person. I had put that hat on Facebook Live. Facebook Live. Yeah, I think so. This is a handbag that I bartered. I will not do that again. You cannot sell yourself short. Do not sell yourself short. We are worth our money. If they don't want it, they won't find it in Walmart. Come on now. We're having kind of, I don't know what's going on in the atmosphere. If my internet goes out, hang in there. We will not be defeated. Just hang in there. Because this... Oh, Panda, you have a gift. You didn't tell anybody about your gift. Micah, I need to go to your store. I need to go to, we're going to call it the CCC. The crocheters is for the anonymous. Yes, we will not be defeated. We need to go to a Crochet Anonymous group because I buy patterns from everybody all the time. Thank goodness they're electronic because I already have a box full of them. I probably need to figure out a better way. But I just can't see them electronically just sitting there in my computer. I guess maybe I feel like if I can put if I can print off lots and lots of paper, that would be good. And you have to watch when you have Etsy. Etsy is such a wonderful company. They do good, but you have to know what you're doing. because I don't know. I keep trying. I haven't done much with my store. I really need to get in there one day and just gut it. Yeah, get some patterns in there. Then that way you wake up to money. When I did the ruffled head, when I first did that pattern, it was selling. It helped pay a couple bills, small bills, of course. Yeah, and I'm sure they're always changing it too. Right when you think you have it down. I'm trying to find that other bag that I was selling myself short. I won't do it again. This one has to go higher. Now watch. Watch this one. You'll see a hummingbird. The hummingbird flew in. I think it was attracted to that red light. Not red light. Wake up, Deborah. Wake up. Wake up. It was attracted to the red yarn. 14. Oh, since you were a baby. I've been doing it probably since I was about 6, but I didn't get my hooks till I was, look, I didn't get my hooks. I didn't get my hooks till I was in high school. Yeah. It like that red. It scared me though. I was like, gonna use that bag. Ooh, get back. I didn't know we had hummingbirds. I did not know we had hummingbirds. We even have rabbits. My dog is still looking for that little rabbit. 10. Look, I got to put that out there. My little Sammy is 13. She's a teenager. Sammy is a teenager. Well, Sammy, if you start now, by the time you are 18, you can be get you some money saved up, go to something, see if your mama help you set up at one of these little craft shows, and start selling some of your things now. It's your birthday. Yes, you can. I wish I would have known this when I was younger. I wish. If I knew what I know now, I would have been doing it a lot sooner. Even when you take it to school, my niece, I taught her, and she took it to school, and her teacher wanted her to make her something. But don't let them cheat you out your money. A lot of times people say, well, I'll buy the yarn if you'll make it for me. Say, you can say, sure, you can buy the yarn, but I charge this much for my time and my labor. Whatever it is, if you want to say you buy the yarn and I charge $10 or $20 to actually for your time, make sure they don't get over on you. They do that. 15 years. 15 years. Oh my gosh. Michael, you are an expert. You are an expert in Tunisian. Yeah, family too. Oh my gosh. Family will come and rip your stuff off. Yeah, they will. I made some little amigurumi toy dolls, and I made some that were like, what were they? They were like chill pills. That's what they were. Man, they all went. My niece got the blue one. My other one got the purple one. My sister wanted the red one. I'm not making it for you all. Give me the money. Show me the money. We're gonna have to do that. Show me the money. Even if you're family. Show me the money. That's why when they came up here the last time, they came last year, right around Thanksgiving. And the first thing they wanted to do was come up, run up in here and just take advantage of my yarn. So this year, I'm going to play it off. I'm going to lock that door. They're going to come right up there and that door going to be locked. Yeah, not again. These family will, yeah. Mom too. Oh my gosh. I was making a blanket. It was really the Pittsburgh Steelers colors. It was gold and black. And it's when Hobby Lobby sold that sports yarn. I don't know, Michael, if you know about it. They had some sports yarn, and I think they discontinued it because, you know, these sports teams they don't want you to be great. They don't want you to be great. So I had to take the yarn and I had to just finish it out in gold. I found the matching gold. And I was working on it when I went to St. Louis. And my mom said, "Oh, can I have that?" Well, you can't. You can tell your sisters and your brothers, get out of here. But you're not going to tell your mama that. I want to. Panties. Oh, Linda. Yeah. You tag team, huh? Tag team. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta. That's not fair, Michael. That's not fair. That is not fair. You got somebody helping you in your household. That's not fair. Panda, come this way. Teach us what you know. You can do that. Teach us, Panda. Yes, that's okay. That's okay. I also, Sammy, you can also take some of the yarn. Like I had made my mom a life-size pug. And when she passed away, I wanted my pug back. I don't know what they did with my animal. But I was going to take that yarn down. I was going to keep it, really. But some of the yarn I got, I can take it. You can take it down, wash it, and redo it. That's not fair. Panda, come. You're welcome in Tennessee. You're welcome in Tennessee. You should do something where you teach us how to do Etsy. Because I struggle with that little thing. I just don't. My thing is, I can do the pictures. I can kind of do the description, but those keywords, nope, I can't. I get tired of thinking, what can I use? And I don't have time to research. I just want to get the picture up there, especially when you're talking about patterns. Patterns are their own beast. You have to just always be showing people step by step what you do. Oh, Michael, shame on you. You have someone doing your heavy lifting. What do you want, Panda? I'll give you more than bamboo and chicken nuggets. I'll give you some cheesecake. You like cheesecake? You get paid in food. Sammy, no. Put a price tag on it. You're going to get all your friends. Sammy, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go to middle school, and you're going to teach the kids how to crochet. And they're going to have to buy their own needles, and they're going to have to pay attention, but they have to pay you $5. Everybody pays you $5. Yes, let's break that contract. Michael, I'm taking Panda from you. Panda's going to work on my website, my Etsy shop. I like your name, by the way. I like that. I worked with someone, she collected pandas everywhere. She was a panda, everything was panda. She loved pandas, and they bought everything they could, panda. But I'm sure you like Texas better than Tennessee. It's hotter there, but you get a little bit of breeze here. You can avoid the snow sometimes, not all the time. Okay. I understand, Michael. You're a business. I haven't come over yet. I'm just working on my markets. Thank you, Michael, for everything you've done. Yeah, I tell you, when you're on a schedule, oh, he does such beautiful work. You guys check out MDL Crochet. MDL, check it out. Check out his website. Beautiful work. No rest for the weary, no rest for the wicked, and no rest for the worn out. Ooh, you're smart, Michael. You see, this right here, that's a smart person. Anytime you can talk about some Tunisian Cardi, oh no, that's a smart person. And that's a person that is worth every penny that they do in regards to the work that they produce. Don't play with Michael. Yeah. That's for real. Yeah, that's a smart person. I stick to the basics. I think it's easier. It is much easier. So I am now officially doing single crochet stitches. And let me see how many rows I'm on. 2, 4, 6, 7 rows. It's kind of, but you can't see through it as much, which is what I like. Whoever put this on I don't have anything to roll it. Maybe it's not supposed to be crochet. You know, crocheters, they're crochet noodles. You give them a hook. But it is we need the rain. It's been hot. School's back in for here. Sammy, I don't know if you're still here, but school has started. I guess the college kids will be going next. And I try to get everything done before 2:30 because that's when you can no longer drive 35, 40 miles an hour. You now have to. Thank you. You have to drive 15 miles an hour through the school zone. Yeah. So it's been a change. The traffic is more traffic. Grocery stores are filled with people. You can't you go there and you can barely find your stuff because all the people have eaten up the snacks, peanut butter crackers. So I just get up and I try to get things done. I've been washing clothes. I'm behind because I try not to wash it. I saw my electric bill and I was like, no, you didn't. So the electric bill probably was high because I was probably washing and drying in the heat of the day. So now I either do early morning or late at night. Last year, I think one year they was talking about putting us in this like rolling blackouts. I'm like, you better not roll and blackout nothing. In this heat, 110, 111 degrees, you better keep it going. Take it from Nashville. I'm on the west side near Memphis. Nashville can have the rolling blackouts, but give us on the west side our electricity. Yeah, don't mess with our electricity. So here I am. up here working on another project. This yarn is not as bad. I made so many wallets. I had a big customer order. Them wallets made my hand hurt. I was like, oh, I gotta finish it because I made it out of that nylon yarn. It was funny because one year I made some out of this, I made some out of the nylon, and I made some out of the cotton. Well, if you give customers a choice, they're going to always choose the yarn that is most expensive and the ones that hurt your hand. They didn't like the cotton. I guess they picked it up. They liked the cotton, but they prefer the heavier quality of the nylon yarn. And that's okay. It's a matter of preference. But one couple, they came and they speak Spanish. They were speaking Spanish. I know un poco. I know enough to be dangerous, and that's it. So I can hear, and they were like, which one do you want? Basically, she was saying. And I could see the mom kind of feeling the quality of the two, and then she picked the other one, and I knew what they were saying. Don't be talking about my stuff. Even if I can't understand your language. Speaking of that, I had a roommate in college. She was from South Korea. I don't know what she was cooking one day. We were downstairs, and it was like you go downstairs around the corner, and we had a classmate that was upstairs. And I get in, and he's like, yeah, come here. I said, what is she cooking down there? It's got my whole apartment. I was about to choke because between whatever it was she was cooking and that Lysol spray wasn't working. I don't know what she was cooking. So when I went down there, I'm like, well, hey, I called her Lady K because I learned how to pronounce her name later, but I don't want to say it on here. But I called her Lady K. Said, what are you cooking? And she didn't really respond, but I could tell it was some burnt fish or something. Well, that weekend, she had her Korean friends came over, and I can hear her. She's pointing to the ceiling, probably talking about the guy upstairs in her native tongue. And after they left, I said, I don't know what you're saying. And then she was kind of like maybe pointing at me too. Whatever you're saying, don't talk about me. I may not understand what you're saying, but I know you were talking about me. You know, body language will tell you a lot. You don't have to understand English, their native tongue. You pick up a word or two, you'll do pretty good. Like even today, I was in the grocery store, and there was this couple. They had to been from the Middle East because she had on, the garb and the black outfit, and the man was kind of in front, and she was walking behind him. So in in our culture, we don't walk behind so many feet. But he was just a fussing. Like, man, you lucky. Because in the States, we ain't walking behind you. But he was fussing at her about something. Don't start fighting. No fighting. No fighting in the grocery store. Are you still there, Sammy? You got to go to school. You at 10. Growing up, my dad Hawaii used to come on 1 o'clock. And when the music came on, we had to go to bed. Well, one night, Hawaii 5 music came on. I was sitting there, and we got all the way past the theme song. And I'm sitting there real still, like I can be a ghost. He's like, you need to go to bed. That's how we were brought up. When a theme song came on, when the news came on, when whatever came on, you had to go. Okay. We had to go to bed. We had one TV. It was in my parents' room. We didn't have cell phones. I'm going to tell on myself, Sammy. We didn't have cell phones. When I worked on my first job, we shared a telephone. If someone called for you, we shared that telephone. We had pay phones. I used to work in the library. There was a little payphone booth. You get on the payphone and talk to people. We didn't have cell phones that we carried with us everywhere. We didn't have computers. Oh, it was different back then. Life seemed easier, but it had its own struggles. Yep, we didn't have what was called middle school, Sammy. It was like we went through. It was kindergarten through 8th grade, and then from 8th grade you went to high school for the next 4 years. You left that little protective environment, and you went on to high school. But we didn't have middle. But I guess it's so many kids, they probably are dividing them up now. But let's see. I've been on almost an hour. I fed my dog before I came up here. He's been picky. He loves treats. He thinks all he's supposed to do is eat treats. Yeah, Sammy, we had a dial phone. You guys, I knew my numbers by heart, but we had a dial phone. You had to do like this: number one, click; 2, go click, click; 3, click, 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 click. I had a manual typewriter. I learned how to use the manual typewriter. Click. No keyboard. Went to typing school. Click, 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 click. It's getting bigger. I'm trying to see what else we did. The hamburgers, we didn't eat out a lot. We had drive-in. I think they used to have a drive-in here in the Memphis, but I think they got rid of it. Every Friday. One Friday, my dad got paid. The next Friday, my mom got paid. And so every Friday, we go to the drive-in. I didn't like it because I had to sit in between my brothers. And I didn't like to sit in between them. But my dad felt like they were protecting me. It was like my older brother and then my younger brother. And I felt like I was older than the younger one. So I should sit by the window. I should sit by the window. But no, he felt like he was protecting me by having the 2 boys. But I did not like it. So by the time we got to the drive-in and the movie started, I would be asleep. My mom would fix hamburgers. And because we didn't eat at the drive-in food too much, every blue moon they would allow us to eat some of the drive-in food. But we could play with other kids until the movie started. And then they had these little speakers that you put on the little window until you can hear the sound. Every Friday. So, of course, movies became not something I was excited about growing up. That's why I don't watch too much movies now. If it's a good movie and somebody tells me about it, I'll watch it. But they ruined me. Probably nothing worth watching anyway. That's why I started learning how to crochet. You learn how to crochet. and you feel your time even if the lights go out. It's getting there. Let's see. It's about, I'm gonna see how wide this is. Because I'm free falling. I'm freehanding. I don't have a pattern. It's about 5 inches wide and about 3 inches tall. So I got to decide, what am I going to do? And it comes up to, my phone is wide enough for the phone. If I did it this way, it can go that way, and then I can make it longer. But I think I'm going to keep it this way and just make it long with a little extra sides so that they want to take an ink pen or something. I shouldn't do an ink pen, should I? If they're going to a little sports event, they might want to take a crochet hook. We'll see. Let me just keep crocheting and I'll see what happens at the end. We'll see. I always put some sides on it and make it a little bit wider. So I'm probably going to be leaving in a little bit. I'm going to finish, do a couple more rows. I'm going to try to finish this week. I can't keep sorting stuff and then stopping. Because we're coming to the end of this. Let's see. Maybe I'll try to finish up this little spool. And see. And we'll go from there. Let me give some water. Drink you lots of water, Sammy. It's good for your skin. Drink lots and lots and lots of water. Drink it before you go to school. Because you don't want to have to, the teacher gets upset when you have to go to the bathroom during class. They have their nerves. But you'll miss something. Because when you're in school, they have these time blocks. And the time blocks mean you do this, a certain subject at a certain time. Then you go to the next one. Boy, I missed that. Because now, Sammy, it seems like everything goes by so fast. If I don't time block, even now, I have to time block my schedule where I'm like, okay, from 8 to 10, I do this. From this time to this time, I do this. If I don't do that, I'm all over the place. Sometimes I'll crochet and I don't know how to stop because it's just so therapeutic. Sometimes I'll go to sleep, and when I stitch and start going crooked, then I have to stop and say, I will not feed it. Yes, you're going to do very, very well. Very well. You're going to be somebody special. I feel like you are. You really are. I feel like you're already creative and very talented. I bet you're very smart. And I bet your sister's smart too. I have a little sister. She's not little anymore. No, empty. You're welcome. My sister and I, we grew up. She still can be sweet when she wants to be. But we have our ways. We like to fight. Not in the physical anymore. Sometimes we'll fight by text messages. And my brother, I fight with him by emojis and text messages too. But we fight, but we still love each other. And that's what you have to do. You have to still love each other at the end of the day. Never get so mad that you stop talking to anybody in your family unless they make you. There are some family members you just can't help. You can't help them. But if you've done all you can, you keep your peace. I know you're super excited. It's always fun. We used to get our school clothes. We used to get new school clothes for school. On the first day of school, there was like, we got new school clothes. We didn't have to wear uniforms. That was always interesting. Nowadays, I think it's good that some of the public school kids that they do wear uniforms. It keeps them out of trouble. They don't have to feel like they're competing with each other. Okay, so now I have that much. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to join the new yarn because I'm going to use some of this to kind of make it into a knot. And if I can find the starting, there it is. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of like, I don't know if I get this. I won't be able to show it because that yarn is slippery. But I'm going to insert the hook. I'm going to put the new yarn in. I'm going to bring the new yarn back through. Before I finish this, I'm going to take the old yarn, kind of tie it into a little, and I'm going to take the old yarn and finish the stitch. This yarn is slippery, so I won't be able to, it slips. It's like a silky type yarn. So I'm going to take the old yarn, and it kind of gives it like a little extra knot. Strengthens it a little bit, I think. And finish it that way, and then I'll tighten it. This yarn is something else. And then I'll go ahead and grab the new yarn again and finish it that way. This is where it gets tricky because you're working with the ends of the old and bringing in the new, and they both have tails. So I'm trying to weave it in masterfully, carefully, and start the new. Can't really see. There's all my tails. So I'm going to see whatever I can wrap around to and bring it to the other side. I'm going to do it so that when I cut it, it's not coming apart, because there's nothing worse than something that's going to come apart after you have sent it off to its forever home. They'll come back looking for you. Now, hopefully they won't. But you don't want, I just try to make sure I just kind of seal the deal. Another way is to not start it in the middle of the row, is to start it at the end. Bring the new yarn in at the end of the row. And then whatever I don't have, I'll just kind of weave it in. We'll see what this, I love this blue. And I'm going to finish this row. It is almost 8 o'clock here. And then I can continue on. And there we go. So I have countdown 2 and a 1. And I will see you next week. I'll show you what I've done so far. Make sure that stitch doesn't come loose. This is the front side. This is the back. I don't know if you can. I wish you could see the beauty of this yarn. There is just, it's so gorgeous. This does not do it any justice. I'm trying to see if I can make it. It's such a pretty blue. I don't know. I got my little flashlight on my camera. On my iPhone. I'm getting tired. I don't even think that does it any justice. But it is such a rich and beautiful. I may take a picture of it and try to post it as a thumbnail, but that's it. So until next time, my day has been great, Sammy. It has been really a nice day. I've been busy as a bee. But I made it on here. And until next time, I will see you next week. Next Tuesday, I may put up some tutorials. We'll see. But you have a great day in school tomorrow. Study hard. Bye.